Tucker, you've already left the house, I'm assuming. I didn't see either of your guys' shoes at the door, so that's what it looks like. Have you and Natalie been having a good time out there then?
Yep. Right now, her and I are having lunch.
That's great. What are you guys eating?
Natalie wanted to get some pancakes, so we went to the local diner to eat.
Is it the one on the side of the highway with that huge neon sign?
That's the one. It's a pretty retro-looking place, so I'm surprised that she wanted to come here for pancakes, lol.
I see. I'm sure you're having a lot of fun there, though, right? That is your style, after all.
Well, I sure am into it, lol. But I've been to this dinner plenty of times now, so it's no big deal, lol. Natalie looks like she's enjoying it here as well, though, so I'm glad we came.
She is such a strange kid. I never thought she would have liked going to a place as greasy as that.
Well, that's a good point, I suppose. She probably would be having a lot more fun at a proper cafe or something like that.
I'm sure she would have. And when it comes to a middle schooler, normally they don't want to be seen out in public with their parents. It's strange that she'd want to go to that retro diner with you for pancakes. Who knows what she's thinking?
This is a bit rare of her, isn't it? She's never wanted to go to places like this with me.
But it's good to see you both getting along. You ended up raising a child that doesn't want to be away from you all the time. Telling you that you smell and asking you to stay away.
Would you stop that? If she ever said something like that to me, I'd honestly cry.
Well, she's not actually saying anything like that, so calm down.
That's true. I really am happy that you and I raised such a kind little girl.
That's probably because you've made so much time to be around her and go on little dates like that. And in the past, you never let us have a babysitter for her. I think it's a lot easier for a daughter to hate her parents, especially her dad, when they don't pay enough attention to her.
I'm not sure how much of this had to do with me being around her all the time, but we all know I'm not with her as much as you. My job requires me to go on a lot of business trips after all. So maybe in order to keep her from forgetting about me, I've put in the extra effort to make time for her when I'm home.
And this is the reward for your efforts. Even when your daughter is getting older, she still wants to be around her dad and go to places he likes. You guys went shopping together as well, right?
Today? Yeah, we both went out to get her some new shoes. I also had her pick out a new jacket for me to wear this winter. I think it was a lot of fun going out with her to the mall. Had you been able to come out with us as well, it would have been even better.
Sorry about that. Had I not have had plans with my friend, then I for sure would have come.
Are you talking about your plans with Rika's mom?
That's right. Her name is Tessa.
That's the friend you made back when her daughter and Natalie went to preschool together, right? They're both in middle school now, so you must be really good friends with her to stay in contact with one another like that. Has Natalie been hanging out with Rika at all?
Well, Rika's going to a different middle school than Natalie, so I'm not sure. But they both will call each other every so often, so I guess they're both still friends. However, Tessa and I are a lot closer to one another than those two.
I guess so. At this point, you guys aren't even hanging out because of your daughters anymore, are you?
Even I didn't think we'd become such close friends with one another, but surprisingly, we both are like two peas in a pod.
Having a friend like that who made you as an adult is a big deal, I think. Most of my best friends are all from when I was in high school.
That's true. Right now, you're traveling so much for work, and you've been taking care of Natalie while you've been home. I happen to have a lot of time to myself when you both are out, so it's nice to have a good friend like Tessa.
Absolutely. It would be boring to be by yourself all the time now. Especially if you had to be stuck inside the house all day. It makes me feel even better knowing you have a friend like her still.
But it's led to me not being able to hang out with my family a lot of the time, so I'm sorry.
No worries. Next time the three of us can go out. How about next week, when I'm back in town for my business trip? The three of us can go somewhere and have some fun.
That sounds like a good idea. It's been a while since the last time we all went out somewhere to have fun.
That's right. You and Natalie think of some fun places you're both wanting to go see. I will take the two of you anywhere.
Sounds good. I'll be looking forward to this.
I just got on the plane. I'll be back in a few days. Alright, Harley?
Have a good trip. And good luck with your work over there.
I really don't want to go this time, though.
Why not? You never say something like that before you head off for work. This is a very rare occurrence from you.
Well, I just got a call from my work, and it looks like they're having some trouble over there. And because of that, it's looking like I'm going to have a lot of things I'll have to take care of once I get there.
I see. So that's the reason you don't want to go this time?
It is. I'm feeling stressed already by this, and I haven't even left yet.
Well, it looks like this week the whole family is going to be really busy then.
Is the match that Natalie has to go to this week close to you guys? It kind of sucks that she has to go to a match on her day off, if it's taking place somewhere far away.
Well, she's really into her sports, so I'm sure she doesn't mind any of that. Early this morning, she was awake and getting herself ready to head to the school.
Are you going to be busy yourself then?
I think so. Actually, this week I'm going to be with Tessa a lot, helping her at a flea market. She told me that she has a lot of handcrafted goods she's trying to sell now. So in order to get ready for that, we're going to be very busy as well.
Oh. But that seems pretty fun as well.
I suppose you could say that. I think we'll both have fun there, and I'll even be making a little money by helping her. It's so cool that she has a hobby where she can also make money from it.
Well, hopefully she gets some good use out of you, and perhaps even you'll start to like doing crafts. And since you'll be with one of your best friends doing this, I'm sure you'll be having loads of fun.
I think so. When she asked me the first time if I wanted to come help her do this, I said I was on board before she even told me what the thing she needed help with was. She happens to be into all sorts of crafting, but I never thought the day would come where she'd ask me to help her.
Well, she seems to think you'll be good help, so that's perfect. I'm sure getting everything ready for the flea market will be a bit tough, but do your best and you both will make some good money. When you have all the goods out and ready to sell, send me some pictures of them.
All right, will do. And we'll be doing our best. First, she has to start by thinking of what all she still wants to have us make, and then we'll go from there. And since this will be going on all week, I'm not sure I'll be home very much.
Well, I guess you won't have to feel too lonely by me not being around for the week. And since Natalie will be busy with school and sports, you won't have to be taking care of her much either. This is the perfect timing for you.
That's right. That's why I'm going to focus all my time into helping Tessa. As for yourself, good luck there with whatever problems your company is having. And make sure to not overwork yourself as well, please.
I'll do my best. Let's all put in some good work this week.
Dad, help! Mom is in huge trouble right now. She got into an accident and ended up getting hurt and is on her way to the hospital. Hurry up and come home.
You can leave your mom be.
Why would I do that? If we don't go see her, I'm not sure what will happen.
Natalie, calm down. Your mom called you to tell you about this, right? This means she must not be in too bad of a condition since she was able to do that. So you don't have to worry about her.
But she's told me that she's really hurt right now. And sometimes when someone's badly hurt, they'll act like they're okay, right? We have to hurry up and go see her at the hospital right now!
I'll try what I can to finish up things here and come home. Whether this was about your mom or not, I don't want to leave you at home all alone right now. But it's going to take some time yet before I can get home to you. So will you be able to stay at home by yourself for the night? You can eat whatever you like from the pantry, and if the doorbell rings, make sure not to answer it. I want you to just relax and enjoy some good food while you stay at home.
Wait, Dad! Why have you been so calm this whole time about Mom needing to go to the hospital? Are you not worried about how Mom is doing right now?
I'm sure your mom did get into an accident, Natalie. I have someone that told me all about it before you were even told by her. And right now, you don't need to be worried about how she's doing. Also, what happened to her was going to happen eventually.
You can't say that about Mom. What happened to you, Dad? I don't understand why you won't even worry about Mom right now. I feel so sorry for her. You would never say such terrible things about Mom like you are now. Are you even my dad anymore? Did you and Mom get into a fight?
Her and I didn't have any fights.
Then why, Dad? Have you started to hate Mom now?
Your mom, she's been lying to both you and I this whole time. And not just any lie, but a very bad lie. A mean one. So her getting into that accident is what she deserved for lying to us.
What are you talking about? Does her lying to us have anything to do with that accident?
I'm sure that you are very shocked to be hearing about all this right now. But I don't want you to forget about anything I'm saying here. I will never stab you in the back like your mom has, no matter what people tell you. I will be your best friend forever, and most of all, I'll continue being your dad.
Dad, can you please tell me what happened? I can see that there's something going on between you and Mom. I want you to tell me everything.
I'm very worried about you right now, Natalie. And I feel that if I tell you about everything, then I might end up hurting you in a way that I could never forgive myself for.
I'm fine, Dad. I'll be able to deal with all of it, so please tell me. I trust you, Dad, and I know you don't want to hurt me.
Thank you, Natalie.
Natalie, you have been able to talk with your father, right? I haven't heard anything from him all night and even today. Did you make sure to tell him about what's happened to me?
Yes, I told him, but Dad told me to just leave you alone.
Huh? Why would he say something like that? He would say something like that when I'm this badly injured? What the hell is he thinking? So, what is that man doing right now?
Dad made sure that he got on the earliest plane this morning and is home now. Right now, the two of us are going out shopping.
Going shopping? Is he going out to buy me some things that I'll need while I'm here in the hospital?
I don't think so. We're going out to get me a brand new video game. He wants to play it with me when we get home.
What? At a time like this, he only cares about getting a video game?
Yep. And after we get the new game, he and I are getting lunch together. There's this new Korean restaurant that I've really been wanting to go to. So he's going to be taking me there to have lunch today.
Wait a second, Natalie. Are you guys really going out right now to play and have lunch?
Yes, we are. Dad said that when he got back from his business trip, he wanted to take us out to have fun, right? That's why Dad and I are going out to shop and have lunch.
What the hell does he think he's doing? I am in the hospital right now. You guys should be coming to see me first, right? This is all way too screwed up.
We don't have a reason to go see you, though. You got what you deserved by getting into that accident. Both Dad and I know that now. And we know about everything else as well.
And what do you and your dad know about me?
Mom, you've been cheating on Dad, right? And the man you've been going out with is Rika's dad. It's scary that my mom would do something like that with my friend's dad.
Wait, what are you going on about, Natalie? I would never cheat on your father. Please don't say such stupid things to me again, all right?
Rika's mom noticed that you were cheating on him with her husband, so she called Dad about it. And while you were out with Rika's dad, you got into that accident, right?
Tessa told him that?
In order to keep all of that a secret, you tried to make up stories, right? What you've done is not okay, Mom. I understand why you would want to lie so much in order to hide what you were doing, but it was all a waste, Mom.
How much have you heard about me?
From Dad? I've heard everything about you from him.
Why would he ever talk about something like this to a child? Your dad is a failure as a parent.
What? What did you just say? The only failure I see as a parent is you, Mom. You cheated on Dad and stabbed both of us in the back. You're the one who did everything wrong, so don't say things like that about Dad right now. You have it all wrong, though, Natalie. There is a lot more to the story than your dad has told you. I'm sure a kid like you would never be able to understand all of it, but this is all very complex. What are you talking about? Are you trying to say that because I'm a kid, I would never be able to understand what you've done is wrong? One of the first things you taught me is that lying is wrong, and you've been lying to Dad and I a lot. But Dad hasn't been, and even he knows I'm a kid, but he isn't hiding anything that's happened from me. He even made sure to explain all you've done to me in a way that wouldn't hurt me. That's why I still love Dad and trust him. I wasn't trying to hide any of this from you, okay? But when it comes to adults, there are a lot of things going on. I don't care about that. I will never be able to trust you again, Mom. I've asked Dad to leave you forever now. I don't want to have a mom that's as evil as you are. You hold it right there. Your mom and Dad are not going to have a divorce. Huh? What are you talking about? You're the only person who thinks you can stay with him now. You stop trying to hide from me and reply to me right now. Answer your dang phone!
I'm just getting on the bus right now, so I can't talk on the phone with you. Too many people around right now that I don't want to bother. Just tell me what you have to say over text.
I've heard all about this from Natalie. How much have you already heard about?
Well, I heard about how you and Tessa's husband got into that accident.
That is not what I'm asking about right now. I want to know why you were talking to Tessa and what all she told you about when it comes to me. Huh? I sure as hell did go straight there. I got injured really badly in that crash.
Tessa's husband ended up getting hurt far worse than you, and was taken away first in the ambulance, right? When Tessa showed up at the accident to see her husband, she had noticed something on the car's video recorder. She saw that you and her husband have been cheating, and that confirmed everything she needed to know. However, you and her husband have been trying to delete a lot of the videos of you being in the car together, right? There were dates on there that were completely deleted, and she didn't know why at the time. But since you both got into that accident, you guys didn't have the time to delete anything that day, right? Nice try, but Tessa figured you both out for sure.
Why the hell would the first thing she'd do be to check the car's video recorder like that? She should have been more worried about what happened to us. I knew something was strange about her while she was there.
She might have wanted to know about what happened in the accident, and came across the footage of you both as well. But anyway, what she got to see in the footage was both you and her husband in that car together.
That idiot. Why did he not delete that before being taken away by the ambulance?
He really was an idiot for that. But you're the same amount of stupid as he is. Cheating on your own partner like that?
I like how you keep blaming me for things like that, but what about you? I never knew that Tessa had your number and was so open to talking to you. I wonder if you both have been cheating on her husband and I in secret as well.
Excuse me? Tessa called the company's number in order to talk to me. And before that, her and I have never called or texted one another. I don't think we've even spoken to one another in general before that. So don't you compare us to your sly butt. Did you think by saying something as stupid as that, you'd be able to get above me in this conversation?
No, but... Well, besides that, why did you go and tell our daughter about all of this? That girl is still a child, for God's sake.
She's in middle school now. She has every right to know about what happened. And even she was asking me to tell her everything, saying that she could handle all of it.
But why the hell did you have to tell her everything like that? Are you stupid? I was told by Natalie that she even wants us to divorce. Do you have any idea how hearing my daughter say that to me makes me feel?
Well, you did say something that led her to saying that. How do you think she felt hearing about how her mom doesn't love her dad and sleeps with another man? And what makes all of that worse is the man you've been with is her best friend's dad. She has no other choice but to feel horribly about what you've done. I'm sure you already heard this from Natalie, but that accident is what you deserved.
You want us to divorce as well?
I plan to divorce you. I no longer want to be with you anymore. And even your own daughter is wanting this now. That's why things between you and I are over. There is no getting back the love you received from your daughter and me before. If she wants us to divorce, then that's that.
Wait, I feel really bad for cheating on you, okay? And I promise to not make any more excuses for it. I feel that Tessa's husband is just as in the wrong as I am.
You think because he was in the wrong as well, I should forgive you? Shut the hell up, Holly. You're not getting forgiven anytime soon.
You're upset with me for what's happened, right? That's why you won't come and see me in the hospital and you took Natalie out to go play. I made some really bad choices, right? I think you have every right to be that upset with me.
What are you trying to get at here?
I'm sure that if you're really that angry with me, then a divorce just won't cut it for you, right? You'll want to get a settlement from me too. I'm sure you're going to try and hurt my wallet as well, right?
I haven't thought anything like that yet. But now that you mention it, I should be getting a settlement from you. And on top of that, you'll be paying child support as well. Natalie and I have a right to your money, actually, since you were the one that stabbed both of us in the backs. Until Natalie has turned 18, you're going to have to pay child support to her. Even if you shouldn't be considered her mother.
I don't want to lose my daughter. Even if we get this divorce, you'll let me meet her, right? I still have a right to meet with my child, right?
As long as she's okay with it. But I'm not so sure she'll like you meeting her anymore. She's told me already that she never wants to see your face again. And if that's what she wants, then I'll allow it. You can say you want to see her all you want, but you most likely never will again.
What the hell? Hey, has Natalie gone and blocked me already? I can't send her texts anymore.
I'm sure she has. Now you must understand her feelings towards you, right? She is done thinking of you as her mother.
Will I not be able to go see her in person now to apologize? Please, let me come and see Natalie. Tell her that her mother has learned her lesson and wants her forgiveness.
And she's already told me she won't forgive you. And she hates seeing you beg to meet her right now. No matter how much you try, it's over. While you're in the hospital, I'm going to get all your things together for you and prepare them to be sent off. I'll have them all sent to your parents' house, I think.
At least allow me to apologize to the both of you first before doing that. Please. I can't just let you both leave me without seeing your faces one last time.
Natalie is done with you, Holly. Give it up now.
I might have ruined things between you and I, but the love I have for Natalie is still strong. And I love you still as well.
If you still love me...
I think I was just lost mentally. Perhaps I was in it for the thrill, but I don't even know what the point of all that was. But I was never going out with him because I stopped loving you and Natalie. I promise that I will never, ever cheat on you again. Please, give me one more chance.
You don't even seem to understand yourself, right? So how do you know you can promise to not cheat on me again?
I get that I'm not sure of myself yet.
Stop talking already, please! We are never going to forgive you, okay? After what you've done to both of us, we don't want to have to think about you anymore. Natalie had always been so happy with the family she had. But after what you'd done to us, she's no longer happy with you at all. And not happy with you and I being married anymore. We don't want to hear such petty things about how you love us still anymore. We both want you to get out of our lives, forever now. Continuing from after that last text I sent to Harley, she had to stay in the hospital for another 2 weeks. Once she was let out, she came back to my house one time and apologized to both myself and Natalie for what she'd done. She was bawling her eyes out as she started to plead for our forgiveness. But the only thing my daughter said is for her to go away. And that shut my wife up before she turned around and left us in silence. I think that was the first time I've seen my daughter act so cold. And that must have been the first time for Harley as well. But I can now see that no matter what lengths Harley goes to get my daughters and my forgiveness, neither of us are going to budge. That day was the day my wife was exiled from my house and our lives. Later, I was able to get both a settlement from my wife and from Tessa's husband, as well as child support from my wife until my daughter turns 18. Tessa's husband was able to pay the settlement to me almost immediately. After that, Tessa and her husband would continue to stay married for 1 year, although they lived in separate houses. After that year, they finally got their divorce. From what Tessa told me later, her husband was never forgiven by his daughter either, and that's why the divorce happened. I think that for the both of our daughters, something like their parents cheating was too much for them, and can be considered an unforgivable sin. I feel that for both Harley and Tessa's husband, that if they both seem to care more about themselves than their families, they shouldn't be allowed to have one. When Harley was made to pay both a settlement to me and a monthly child support to my daughter, she made her way back to her parents' house. However, her parents had already heard about everything from me, and when she arrived there, they called her an embarrassment before being slapped by her mother multiple times. Even now she's living under their roof, but neither of her parents will ever talk to her while giving her cold glares whenever they cross paths. But since Harley has nowhere else to go, she's forced to keep living with them, and helping them out with their family business in order to pay the child support. I've been asked a few times now by her to allow her to come and apologize to us again, but neither my daughter nor I want to see her yet. So, all I reply back with is, no. And when it comes to Natalie, she's doing a lot better again, and we live life like nothing's ever changed. And I'm going to make sure that as long as I live, I can keep my daughter's trust and never stab her in the back. I don't want her thinking she can't trust any adults as she grows up, so this is my responsibility to her